Coming up on the list, adult exercises inspired by kids.
We don't get old because we stop playing, so we get old.
Plus, fun films to watch with dear old dad.
This is a really great film for dads that are coming to terms with the fact that the children are growing up.
But first, this influencer is the queen of green.
Water, sunlight, nutrients, patience. We all need those things, right?
It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Jimmy Rhodes.
And I'm Christina Guerrero. Instagram has influencers of all kind, from fashion to food. But when it comes to greenery, one of the best plant personalities out there is Christopher Griffin, aka the Plant Queen.
Absolutely. With a new book and well over 250,000 followers, they're teaching us about self-care along with plant care.
That's right. Learning how we can all be plant queens is today's featured story at the top of the list.
We have more in common with plants than you may think.
We're basically houseplants with complex emotions, right?
Christopher Griffin, aka the Plant Queen, aka your new greenery guru, has gained a huge following as a plantfluencer, with more than 200 plants filling their Brooklyn apartment. And now with their new book, You Grow Girl, they're teaching us all the lessons we can learn from our flora.
My work has always been taking in information and making it accessible, fun for folks to digest.
So I'm here with two green girls.
And forget about the idea of a green thumb.
I believe it is a myth that we need to be done away with.
Because Christopher says plant care is synonymous with self-care. And just like us, plants need nurture.
I encourage folks to really just take your time with it all. Just look at your own patterns as a nurturer yourself. Like, are you a person that's on the go a lot? Then maybe you want to invest in like a succulent or a cacti or something that doesn't need constant care.
You may realize that sometimes the answers as to what your plants need are similar to the solutions needed in your own life.
Understanding that sometimes the simple things are the answer. So water, sunlight, nutrients, patience, time. We all need those things, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. So, fill your cup in the way that you need to. Yeah, it's important. It's really important, especially in times like these.
And as you grow on your own journey, your plants can create a larger respect for everything else around you.
Plants can teach us that we are, a part of this ecosystem, right? And that we have a role to play.
Different plants thrive in places you wouldn't think they could even survive.
Going outside of yourself and thinking and understanding and learning and acknowledging that we have to do better for this planet. And then also understanding that we just have to do better for each other.
And possibly the most unexpected lesson we can learn from plants is the connection they can create. Because when Christopher first started this passion for plants, they weren't in the spotlight.
And as a Black, queer, non-binary person, I'm used to experiencing harassment. I'm used to experiencing homophobia, transphobia. And so, I was like, I got to bring that online now. So I'm like, well, how is that going to go? And honestly, the response has been so amazing, so heartwarming, so loving.
Look at this queen. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous.
It's brought together a group of people who just love the same thing.
So many diverse people, and the common denominator be our passion for nature and plants. It's been just wonderful to experience.
A passion for plants and the journey of the Plant Queen is at the top of the list.
What if I told you there is a way to feel like a kid again with all that rambunctious energy and resilience? It could happen thanks to an interesting approach to exercise. Watch what happens when you work out like a kid.
If you've ever seen kids play and looked with envy at their energy, flexibility, and stamina, don't despair.
We don't get old because we stop playing, so we get old.
Fitness and nutrition expert Joey Thurman says a great way to stay in shape is to channel your inner child and train like a kid. Our first exercise is act like a bear.
We're gonna come down here and we're gonna work the opposite arm and opposite leg. So here, we're stacked, right? Abs tight, keep them nice and tight. There it is, okay. Got some abs in there. So yeah, there's somewhere in there. Boom. And then forward, boom. So opposite hands? That's it.
Work the cross crawl pattern and go backward and forward.
One more time? Yeah. You got it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that.
Your shoulder.
Oh, I skipped one.
Oh, and up. Woo! How does that feel?
This feels good. I got my shoulders involved. But here's what's surprising is the core.
Yeah, because we're stabilizing. So we've got anti-rotation. We're moving forward, and it's so much more fun.
Aim to do this for up to 30 seconds, 3 times. The next way to train like a kid, a reverse crab crawl.
We can start here. Pull those shoulder blades back. Back. Open it up. See, we're always forward. So here, you can literally just hang out.
Oh, actually, you know what? That feels really good on the spine.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep those hips low, and we're gonna walk forward here.
Keep your shoulders back as you crawl forward and backward.
There it is. One more time. Come on, forward. So we're working the hamstrings, working the glutes, shoulders, triceps.
Crawling forward and then backward again is 1 rep. Repeat that up to 6 times. Now make big moves with the inchworm.
We're gonna come down, so you get a little stretch to the hamstrings. We're gonna walk the hands out into a push-up position. We're not gonna do a push-up. We're walking it back. We're sinking those hips down like the baby squats, and then we're standing up. Let's go 5 of them. Come on, here we go.
Okay, this kind of feels like a slow motion burpee.
It's like a slow motion burpee, but much more safe.
For this exercise, do as many as you can for 30 seconds. Wrap up your workout with Spider-Man crawl push-ups.
We're gonna go on the ground here, and we're gonna bring one arm forward here, like we're crawling, push up here, drive up. Switch arms, switch legs, push up, boom. Drop it.
Put your knee out. Okay,
Yep.
I see.
Open it up.
My knee was hitting my chest, so.
See, we gotta get those hips more flexible. Let's go back.
Do this for 30 seconds to target your pecs, core, and open up your hips.
I'm telling you, I haven't had this much fun working out in a long time.
And that's what most people in the States need. They just need to have fun with what they're doing.
Fun plus fitness equals forever young.
If you're looking to celebrate Juneteenth, well, there is no better way than hitting a festival honoring Black American culture. Hattie DeJamal gives us a look at some of this year's biggest and best Juneteenth celebrations across America.
Juneteenth becoming a federal holiday was nothing short of historic.
Juneteenth is not a black thing. We're talking about freedom for everyone.
Historically, the day has been celebrated by African Americans across the country.
We started celebrating, and we've been celebrating ever since.
To honor this amazing holiday, let's check out some of the biggest free Juneteenth celebrations across America. Starting with the Philadelphia Juneteenth Parade and Festival.
This is our day to celebrate our freedom. Yeah, it's just our day to be us, to celebrate who we are.
This Sunday, the celebration kicks off with the parade starting at 52nd and Parkside. And the parade ends at Malcolm X Park, where the festival takes place.
Freedom Day! Freedom Day!
You can find more info at juneteenthphilly.org. Next, we head to Denver, Colorado for their Juneteenth Music Festival.
Hundreds of thousands of people down here, and we would come down here for the food, the fun, to see our friends.
This Saturday and Sunday, the music festival kicks off in Denver's historic 5 Points neighborhood, which is transformed into a hub of entertainment.
An amazing Juneteenth celebration. We all come together to heal ourselves and make this a better community for everyone.
There'll be around 30 musical performances from the likes of award-nominated artist Dave East.
1,000 miles from home, still it feel like I'm home. I study Rich, I study Gotti, I study Capone.
All their info is at juneteenthmusicfestival.com. And our final stop for some of the best Juneteenth celebrations across America, California's North San Diego County Juneteenth.
The annual Juneteenth celebration continues to be a popular, well-attended event.
This one takes place this Saturday in downtown Oceanside,
between Ditmar Street and Coast Highway,
and features vendors, free health screenings, employment opportunities, and all-day live entertainment. All their info is at nsdcnaacp.org/Juneteenth. And that was a look at 3 of the biggest and best Juneteenth celebrations across America.
Here's what's up next on the list. Easy recipes to help with diabetes.
We really want to limit the amount of refined carbohydrates and added sugar in recipes.
And spice up your summer wardrobe with sandals.
This year it's all about the platform, the slides, and the beach utility shoes.
Plus, share Father's Day with your own Mr. Incredible.
Showtime.
That's all next on the list.
Hey YouTube, okay, I know you're right in the middle of watching, but I just wanted to remind you to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss 1 minute of the list. All right, now back to the show.
Welcome back. Cooking a variety of foods and keeping them tasty can often require a lot of ingredients, and that can make things tricky if you're cooking for someone with diabetes. Well, Teresa Strasser has some alternatives that are big on taste and small on sugar.
For diabetics, cooking flavorful dishes may be challenging.
For people with diabetes who are trying to best manage their blood sugar, we really want to limit the amount of refined carbohydrates and added sugar in recipes.
We're turning your bland recipes into tasty meals with nutrition consultant Erin Polinsky-Wade. Starting off hot with a twist on a breakfast classic, Greek yogurt pancakes.
So you're taking plain Greek yogurt, you are taking an egg and then oat flour, because oat flour is more of a whole grain, it has more fiber, and a little bit of baking soda.
Whisk together your egg and Greek yogurt, add in flour and baking soda, and you have your easy pancake batter.
They are the fluffiest pancakes. They're delicious, but they're much more filling because of the added protein and fiber, and they have less of an impact on blood sugar. So if you want to dress these up a little bit more too, really fun way, you can add fruit on top. You can use a little bit of whipped cream if you want. I even like to sometimes throw into the recipe a few extra chocolate chips or some cinnamon, so you can make them even more flavorful depending on what your preference is.
Our next recipe is a big trend right now, cauliflower pizza crust.
I know a lot of people get intimidated by making cauliflower pizza. All you need here is riced cauliflower, which you can either make at home or you can actually buy frozen and just pop in the microwave and steam it, which is what I did here. And you need shredded cheese and eggs.
Mix together the riced cauliflower, eggs, and shredded cheese. Add your favorite seasonings, shape into a pizza crust, and bake in the oven for about 15 minutes. Add your cheese and sauce on top and bake until cheese is visibly melted.
And you have a delicious, crispy cauliflower pizza, and it only has 2 grams of carbs per slice.
We're ending with the best meal of the day, dessert, but for breakfast.
What I love about these is they are made with bananas and Greek yogurt and oat flour. So all you have to do is puree up a banana and yogurt and an egg in a food processor or high-powered blender, add in the oat flour, add in a little bit of vanilla extract, and then your chocolate chips. And you have this delicious cookie batter that you bake in the oven and comes out, tastes and looks just like a chocolate chip cookie, but no added sugar and better for you ingredients.
We're giving you healthy options to a tastier way of cooking.
You've heard that old video store saying, be kind, rewind? Well, today we are rewinding a few videos of recent kind headlines that show folks doing good deeds to help those in need. Here are a few stories of people proving kindness wins. Coming in at number 1, Ohio's Huron Market recently sparked a mini kindness movement after a customer tipped their cashier $1 for his friendly disposition.
Handing her back her change, and she kind of just handed me back that $1. At first, I kind of initially refused. I was like, no, you don't have to. And she was very insistent, and she kind of joked with me about having it framed, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
And that's exactly what Jarrett Foley did. He framed the dollar and displayed it in the store. And that one small act of kindness quickly grew.
I have a lot of my regulars coming in now, and they've donated quite a bit of money.
I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, he's just a good guy. I was very glad it happened.
Act of kindness that I kind of wanted to immortalize.
Well, being a kind cashier truly pays off. At number 2, Nashville, Tennessee's Abishai Collingsworth is one of the many benevolent barbers who gives free haircuts to locals experiencing homelessness.
I've thought about this a lot because I think the first few times I came out here, I thought that I had something to give to somebody else. I'm like, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna help somebody who's in need.
Nashville Street Barbers is an organization of hairstylists who serve the homeless population on most Monday evenings.
I think it's amazing that we have folks that can come out and cut our hair for free.
You can donate to their nonprofit at NashvilleStreetBarbers.org. And third on our Kindness Wins list, Cincinnati, Ohio's Star Chapter Foundation is serving up Sweet Strikes, offering free custom bowling balls and bowling nights to 50 kids throughout the summer.
There were people that invested in me as a kid, and it's just me doing my duty to invest in the next generation.
Their Rising Star Youth Bowling program is held every Friday through August 12th at Madison Bowling, and the nonprofit hopes to keep kids off the streets by providing them with a summer safe haven.
It's just a blessing to be with other kids, have something to do over the summer. The way he throw that bowling ball, it spins and connects it.
You can donate to their cause at tscfnd.org. And those were a few recent headlines of people proving kindness truly wins. Lots more to come on the list. Stay with us.
We're back. Father's Day is Sunday, and what better way to celebrate your pop than with some popcorn and a film that celebrates the old guy. Jackie Denker is checking out some of the best movies to watch with Dad on the hot list.
There's no need to get all dressed up and go out when everyone can enjoy a fun night with their favorite movies.
I love to sit down with my kids on Father's Day to watch some of our favorite movie dads.
Talking about his favorite picks for Father's Day is managing editor of Fandango, Eric Davis. Starting off with Father of the Bride.
I suddenly realized what was happening. Annie was all grown up.
This is a really great film for dads that are coming to terms with the fact that the children are growing up and they're leaving the house and they're moving on to their own lives.
Your daughter comes home after spending 4 months in Rome, and I'm sure you couldn't wait to see her, and she shocks you with the news that she's getting married.
Starring Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, and Martin Short, this movie is a remake of the 1950 film of the same name.
This film would not be the classic that it is if it didn't have Steve Martin and Diane Keaton as those parents, because they are just perfect.
The third remake of this movie, featuring Andy Garcia and Gloria Estefan, releases today on HBO Max. Up next, The Incredibles.
Showtime.
I love this film because no matter how old your kids are and what you have going on in your own family, there is some aspect of this film that you can relate to.
This is the first Pixar movie with human characters, and it's also the first entirely animated film to win the prestigious Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation.
They have very real situations that they have to deal with in their everyday lives, while also dealing with the fact that they're superheroes.
My God, you've gotten fat.
And finally, Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
It's a great time to revisit the original Top Gun and then go with your dad to watch Top Gun Maverick.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
Released 36 years from the original, the sequel is repeating history at the box office by being the biggest draw for the year thus far.
What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
I think that is a great film to remind us that, sometimes it's not about, having a biological father in our life, but it's about those father figures that we have in our lives that help us get through tough times.
Fantastic movies for Father's Day on the hot list. We will be right back.
It's your life, it's your list. We're celebrating Pride Month. Go to thelisttv.com to learn more.
Welcome back, friends. The warm weather is here, and that means it's sandals season. Everything from elevated platforms to slides and beachwear. Teresa Strasser is stepping out in style and on a budget with this year's trends.
Summer means freedom for your feet, and that means it's time to step up your sandal game.
This year it's all about the platform, the slides, and the beach utility shoes.
Stylist and sandal fanatic Elise Johnson has us jumping in feet first with one of the season's hottest trends, the flatform.
It's a flat platform? Yeah, and what's so nice about it is typically with a wedge, you have a higher heel and it's not as comfortable.
Elise brought us a couple of Target's Universal Threads brands, which she loves for their high style and under $30 price.
So cork, hemp, anything that's tan, natural, you can wear it with so much stuff.
Our next style and sandals are in the beach utility category. Think of these as convertible Jeeps for your feet, like this men's leather sandal from Olukai that features canoe stitching, form-fitting footbeds, and water-resistant leather.
They're really comfortable, and the bottom has a lot of gripping action, so you're not going to slide, because that's what happens in a lot of flip-flops.
The Mia Ola is available for $129, but they do offer models starting at around $70 as well. Elise says a less expensive option are the wallet-friendly Havaianas at about $20 a pair.
Havaianas are a classic and they never go out of style. I suggest getting them in a black and tan, and literally you can wear them all summer long.
We are buckling up our piece on summer sandal trends with slides.
I love it. The slide is so comfortable. It's so easy to put on.
Like the fully adjustable iSlide USA models that start at $45, including custom name logos and more. These can be great bridal and shower gifts too.
You personalize the slide.
You personalize the slide or get a sports team, and it's a great gift.
Check them out at iSlide USA. From the runway to the pool, stepping out with the summer's hottest sandal trends.
You know, KG, I noticed they didn't mention the socks and sandals trend, which I've been rocking since before it was even a thing.
You know, we try not to discuss controversial topics on this show, Jimmy, so I'm just gonna agree to disagree about your socks and sandals.
Hey, thanks for watching, YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, leave us a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a list. And here are some episodes so you can cross over from viewing into binging.